Do you want to learn about some of the top talent coming through on the professional boxing scene? Then stay tuned. Jacqui-Lee Pryce for Shadowboxruk UK. Today's guest is an exciting new talent coming up on the professional scene. He is currently 5-0 and he is trained by the hitman himself, Ibby Nadim. How you doing? You all right?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm really well. I cannot complain. So how's this last week? The week of fight week, basically?
Just tapering off now. Just the training's easier, just staying sharp and making weight.
Is this the most boring part of it?
Yeah. Most boring in terms of you're eating not that much food, you're eating healthy, not the best foods, and like at the same time you do enjoy it because like when you're on pads and stuff, because it's shorter, you get to feel strong and sharp.
Yeah. One of my mates told me that she, for some reason, is able to eat ice cream in her final week. Do you have that joy?
I think she means the Halo top ones. Yeah, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. It depends.
Yeah, like I was saying off camera, I've heard a lot about you, not only since the amateurs, but also on the professional scene. And I'm going to be honest, I'm a little surprised that you're not out more and that more people don't know about you. You're out on Saturday night on the Brook Khan undercard. How will this affect your, let's say, your profile being on such a big card?
Well, it'll get my name out there, but I feel as if, because I'll be on, probably most likely be on early, like around 5-6 o'clock. Not that many people will be there, but a lot of people will be tuning on either YouTube or Sky Sports, the app. So it's still like a good way of getting exposure, and obviously it's a massive card to be on.
It is. It's going to be amazing, and I will be there. I will watch from the beginning to the end, every single card. I'm actually really looking forward to it. You must be quite buzzing about it, though.
Yeah, definitely, because I'll be buzzing about my fight, and once that's out of the way, I'll have something else to look forward to.
Yeah.
It should be a good night.
That's the bonus, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people have talked about, this fight is, so many years. It should have happened so many years ago. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. Are you for this fight on Saturday night?
I think everyone's saying, I won't watch it. But all them people that are saying that are still going to watch it, it's just one of them things. People obviously need something to rant about on social media, so they're doing it. But everyone's going to tune in.
It's true, actually. It's true. Because literally at the weigh-in, not the weigh-in, at the press conference recently, I think it was last month, there was already a buzz and a hype around it. So will you be fighting on that card as a super bantamweight?
Yeah.
Is that where you're going to stick at for the foreseeable future?
Well, I'll stick at it for as long as I can and then obviously move up if I need to.
But you're still nice and strong at it, aren't you? Because I watched your last fight.
Yeah, but last time I did come a bit heavier, but yeah.
To be fair, before we get on to your last fight, you are trained by... I've said already, Ricky the Hitman Hatton. I mean, how amazing is that? What is the best thing about training with Ricky, though?
Although you're training hard, it's always a good laugh with him, and obviously he's got experience that you can't really buy. So it's like, if he tells you to do something, you listen to it because he's been there, he's been on that same level, started from where you are and you got to the top, so he knows how you're feeling on fight day when you weigh in. He knows everything. That's just good. If you're struggling with something, you can ask him and he'll explain it to you.
I mean, I imagine it's a laugh in the gym, but also, when it's time to work, it's time to put your head down.
Yeah, always. But that's the good thing about it. You're training hard, but you're also enjoying yourself.
So the last fight you were out, I think was it December? December, yes, against Raymond Comney. I mean, he's not the average, you're at 5-0. He's not the average, let's say, journeyman that a 5-0 boxer would fight. How did that fight come about?
We just go for someone who we think is a decent opponent. Because I think I'd prefer to fight someone who actually comes to fight rather than someone that's just there to survive. I feel as if I look better if I'm fighting someone who's actually trying to beat me.
I think a lot of professionals are saying quite early on in their career, especially if there's someone like yourself who's had such a good amateur career, they want to show everything. They want to show a bit of everything, and yet they can't because the journeyman is like you say, he's there to earn his money and just sort of move around. But this guy, he most certainly didn't get the memo, did he? What I liked about it is you're a tall, rangy fighter. You really, really showed maturity in there. I thought it was a really great fight. And you were able to show little bits and pieces of yourself. You're not as noisy as other fighters, though, are you? And what I mean by that is you seem to me like someone that, you know, lets their hands do the talking in the ring instead of, you know, being all over social media.
Yeah, I'd rather just do the fighting than the posting on social media and just like acting as if I can do this and that. I just think might as well just deal with it in the ring.
To be honest, there has to be, you know, some sort of balance. And how important do you think that balance is between, you know, showing a little bit on social media and obviously getting a little bit of a fan base versus, you know, putting the time into your craft and being ready when those opportunities arise?
Well, obviously in today's like day and age, it's just that type of generation where you do kind of need that social media based, like fan base kind of thing, because obviously it helps you get a following. That's important, and also so is the being serious about fighting and not just talking on social media. You have to do a bit of both.
Do you feel like some people neglect that part of it, that it's all show on social media and not so much substance in the ring?
Maybe like a few people do, yeah. Like, but they're still basically being talked about, so I guess it's working for them.
True. You're absolutely right. There is a need for both. But it made me laugh when you said this generation. You're not that old. How old are you?
Me, I'm 22.
You're not that old?
Yeah, no, but I mean like the up and coming, like, you know, the youngsters. For them, it's more like when we was younger, it wasn't really all everyone just like. So just say I was watching boxing when I was 11. Social media wasn't a massive part of it, whereas obviously now I've grown 10 years on. It's more of it plays a bigger role basically.
Do you think it's become more of a business and less about the ability?
Yeah, definitely, because in a way everyone's scared to lose, because obviously they've made it a thing where if you lose a fight, you're basically back to like the beginning. Whereas I feel as if they didn't kind of put it that way, everyone would be fighting everyone and the fans would be enjoying it as well.
I totally agree with you. And like they do in the UFC, to be honest with you, I really don't think audiences care. I mean, obviously they want you to win, but I mean, I think as long as someone brushes themselves off and gets back in there, I think people just want to see people fight, don't they?
Yeah, like as long as you like make a good account of yourself, you should still up there really, because you know, like obviously it's different if you get kind of beat easily or this and that, because you're not actually on that level. That's just a different story.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So you've got to give it a risk.
Yeah, listen, I totally agree. I think Saturday night there was a great example of that. I don't know if you remember Ellie Scotney from the amateurs, and she went out and she fought for a title, and it was a tough bout. It was a tough bout, which most people wouldn't have taken in their fourth professional fight, and yet she did.
Yeah, it was a great fight. It was like the work rate was high, but I feel as if that Ellie Scotney was landing the cleaner shots and had the better boxing ability.
Yeah. I did enjoy it though, and I do like to see two quality operators in the ring. And I understand that you're a free agent. I mean, what are the positives about being a free agent, and what are the negatives?
Well, I guess you don't have to wait for someone to put you on a show. You kind of can get out there, get on as many shows as you want yourself. But obviously, sometimes when you get on ticket deals, it is a bit harder to ship tickets and make decent money, but it's one of them things. We're at the start of our careers, we have to kind of just risk it.
And what about in terms of just you being, I guess you're able to control your career in a certain way as to how often you box, which shows you decide to box on? Would I be correct in thinking that?
Yeah, obviously I've not had much luck with Corona, but because I think last year I fought in February, and then I fought in October, and that's like a massive gap. Obviously, then from there, I fought in December, and now I'm fighting in February. So, like, we kind of got the ball rolling again. So hopefully get another few fights in this year, about 5, 6.
I mean, I think a lot of people suffered, and it seems like, you know, now the ball's rolling, everybody's excited. It seems that, please God, that nothing is going to hinder the progress of shows this year. So hopefully you'll be out more.
Yeah, hopefully. I need to stay busy and get as many fights in as I can.
Yeah. And you're a former amateur sensation. Am I allowed to say that?
Depends on your opinion.
No, well, I say it because, you know, some people, they don't like to talk about the amateurs, but I do want to take it back a little bit. Former schoolboy, youth, England boxing national champion, 3 Nations champion. I hope I haven't missed anything out. You, or people like you, are always expected to kind of go on to the international scene. And, you know, I was quite surprised that you didn't go on. Is that a COVID issue? Was that more about COVID than ability?
Do you mean
you not going on to sort of, you know, be picked for GB, stay on that sort of international circuit?
That was my decision, because I got like the letter, to go for the trials of it, but I felt as if, because they'd already had a team picked for Olympics, which also got delayed because of COVID, so it was kind of a good idea as well. So I felt they had the team picked, and obviously I'd have to wait another 4 or 5 years. And obviously because I was eventually wanting to turn pro anyway, and obviously professional and amateur boxing, you can get experience, but it is kind of a different game in a way, because there's a lot of things that are different, and I only really realized professional. Because in my first few fights, I was just coming out rushing, making daft mistakes, because in amateurs it's only 3 rounds, so obviously it's a fast pace. Whereas with Ricky, he was like, "Oh, you shouldn't be rushing in this much, getting hit with like odd shots, because obviously you don't want to be getting hit with stupid shots of journeymen, because then everyone then kind of just criticizes the full performance in a way."
It's true. I mean, what is good that you have got more of a base, more of an amateur base than a lot of fighters that turned over. So it's not like you're coming from scratch, is it really?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I think in terms of just waiting around, some people were just like, you know what, it's time to sort of crack on, and because there are no guarantees, are there, to get on? Even if you've had the trials with GB, it's the next stage to try and knock them off the podium squad. I understand it's quite hard to sort of edge them out.
Yeah, it is, and obviously, usually you'd go if you want to. Obviously, you do want to pick up experience going international and stuff, but usually the main aim is Olympics. But I just felt as if like it'd be too much of a long wait for me, so that's why. And I felt as if with my work rate and my style, it suited the longer rounds in professional.
Yeah. So you started your fight career in karate, didn't you? What made you change over into boxing?
Well, I started off doing karate thinking like you actually get to fight a bit, but
nope.
You just have to do like the kata to go to the next belt, and I was a bit like got bored of it.
So there wasn't enough action for you?
Yeah, so I decided to do boxing, and I enjoyed boxing a lot more.
Yeah. Have you not got family members also that box, or did box at amateur?
Yeah, cousin Ali.
Is he still boxing?
Yeah, he's with Frank Warren. He's just had like an injured wrist or something, so he's been out for a bit.
What's your cousin called?
Muhammad Ali.
Oh my God! Yeah. Why didn't I know that?
A lot of people already know.
I should know that. Yeah, he had boxed for a year, but 6 months or something, hasn't he?
Yeah, because he's had the injured wrist or forearm or something.
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. So yeah, talking about, so you went into obviously amateur boxing from karate. I think that's a natural thing, isn't it? From martial arts into boxing, and then you were at Bury ABC under Mick Jelly, quality coach.
Yeah, really good coach. He's had loads of like schoolboy, like national champions in general. A lot of boxers that I've got far in boxing. Amir Khan as well, Scott Quigg.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember seeing him on the circuit all the time.
Oh. He's always busy. He's always getting boxers fights. That's what was good about him. Like, I used to travel an hour just to go there, but because he always used to have us fighting, especially when we were younger, it was easy to get fights. Just keeping us busy, so it was a good gym.
He was also one of the few gyms that started taking females really early, and he was producing great female fighters as well.
Yeah, he's had a few female national champions as well.
Yeah. Do you still keep in touch with him?
Yeah, sometimes go down to the gym, and we usually like call once or twice a week.
I've seen that you have got quite a lot of sponsors. Really lucky in that respect. How important is it at this, place in your career to have that many sponsors, and has it allowed you to train full time and concentrate on your career?
Yeah, it's really important because obviously with those just starting off, we're not really making that much, and it just helps us like with stuff like nutrition, like boxing gear, me traveling to Manchester every day, stuff like that. It's massive help. And
who else you got in your gym? You got Chloe Watson is one, isn't she?
Yeah, Chloe Watson, Bradley Ree.
Yeah, quality.
Well, they're the only professionals, and then we got Bayan Khalil and Jack Murphy as amateurs.
As the amateurs. And your teammate Brad, he's out, isn't he, on Saturday evening? Does that make it a little bit better that you can sort of enjoy that experience together?
Yeah, I think my second fight we both fought in Manchester Arena together as well. So yeah, it was good then, and hopefully it'll be even better now.
It'll be amazing on Saturday, the crowd as well, won't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And what about Chloe? She is a talent. I mean, were you quite surprised? Did you know about her before you joined the gym, or is this somebody that you kind of became aware of as you became a professional boxer?
Well, I kind of knew about her, obviously, because of the senior championships. I think I saw her in them, and she did stand out. Like, she looked really good. But even at the gym, like, she's a hard worker, and she has got a really good style.
Yeah, she has. And what do you think about how far she can go in the sport?
Well, I think in the women's boxing, like, I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but it's like you can have like less fights but get to a higher level, and I do think she has the potential to get there pretty comfortably, to be fair, especially at her weight class. It's
actually not rude to say that. It's just the facts. It's easier. I mean, even in the amateur scene, it's easier for a female to progress than it is for a male. It's just facts. Yeah. But there is something quite special about her, isn't there?
Yeah, it's her style for sure.
Yeah.
She's got a really good style. Like, I don't have to explain it, but she's got a really good style.
She's got a little something, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So listen, thank you so much for giving us your time. I know you've got a busy week. You've got a whole press week, I'm imagining. Are you at press week?
Well, I'm not sure about public workout. I think I am at press conference and weigh-in, obviously.
Khan Brooks, Saturday night. Obviously, they're headlining. Who wins on Saturday night and how?
I'm backing Khan, but I feel as if it's just because it's all about like the way they make weight, and obviously who's actually like with Amir Khan, like, yeah, he's been knocked out, he's come back, he'll win, he'll get knocked out, he'll win. Like, I don't think it's affected him that much, to be fair. Whereas with Kell Brook, because both of his eye sockets are gone, I feel as if it'll be easier for him to get injured like as the fight goes on. Also, obviously, Kell Brook has power, so it's one of them ones. I feel as if I'll go with Khan, but by stoppage.
Oh, you think stoppage?
I don't see going to points. One of them's getting stopped, probably.
Yeah. That's what a few people are saying. And to be honest, I can't trust my own judgment at the minute about that fight.
Yeah, I feel as if it's whoever comes with the right game plan, kind of.
Yeah.
Because it is a 50-50 fight, but I don't know. I'm just favouring Khan a little bit.
Well, listen, thank you so much for giving us your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of the week with all the sort of media stuff that goes on. Just enjoy it, and looking forward to seeing you out on Saturday evening.
Thank you.